Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Dychronic, your host here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be taking a look at This Week at Bungie for January 16, 2020. Damn right I said 2020, I didn't say 2020. Let's go. I don't know why I just really like saying 2020 instead of 2020. But anyways, This Week at Bungie is basically going to be your news and blog posts for Destiny 2 in the past week, current weeks, and the next few weeks of Destiny 2. So if you want to know what's going on in the Destiny universe, the community, the new updates, new stuff releasing, you gotta check out This Week at Bungie. And of course, my videos are going to be your audible versions of This Week at Bungie with cute, fluffy animals in the beginning near a lot of these videos, and I basically summarize and give you a lot of synopsis of the important information through all of these TWABs. And of course, this is probably a great time to mention that I have a giveaway going on right now. If you want to win yourself an Astro A40 headset, a blue microphone, or Control Freaks gift code, check in the description down below, find the Gleam link, and enter. It's pretty simple. Just follow the Twitter, follow the Twitch, stuff like that. Alright, so This Week at Bungie, in a nutshell, it's a very light This Week at Bungie, not a lot of information. They mentioned very briefly the Corridors of Time section right here about the puzzles. They mentioned the Iron Banner coming up, the Australia bushfire relief, and some patch note previews, but outside of that, really not a lot of information. Obviously, we are just starting in the new year after that winter break. And of course, they also just released a DLC, obviously the Season of Dawn. So they're just taking their time to chug back up to speed. I'm assuming soon we'll have some important and big information on these TWAB. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. First and foremost, they basically say, hey, good job everybody for the puzzles, but good luck. They're not telling us exactly what we need to do, but they are mentioning that they're impressed with our progress and that it is a marathon and not a sprint. So my understanding is it's very similar to that Black Armory puzzle that we had to unlock the last Burguja Forge. So it's supposed to be something crazy and weird, and you probably get some crazy emblems or ghosts at the very end of it if you do complete it, but it's not something required for anything in particular. Moving on to the next section, we have the next Iron Banner, which I think is the second Iron Banner of the season. That's going to be happening on January 21st, go for 1 week till January 28th, and on top of that, there will be a Valor bonus. As always, it's probably double Valor during the week and triple Valor during the weekend. And if you guys were wondering why you would do Iron Banner if you don't like Crucible, the only reason I see, obviously, is getting the weapons, the armor, and the pinnacle gear. You can get 4 pinnacle gear per character in Iron Banner every time it comes around, and that's pretty significant compared to the other option. And probably the most important part is they're going to be removing that rocket launcher section of the pursuits. They've noticed that a lot of people are complaining about it. I personally got 0 out of 10 of those rocket launcher kills in like 4 games that I played after getting to that point, so I can appreciate this section. They're going to be removing it from it, auto-completing it for people who need it. Next up, we got to talk about the Australian Wildlife Relief t-shirt that they have been making. If you didn't see last TWAB, we talked about this very briefly, which you can actually click here for full details. It brings you to this page to give you more information. Basically, Bungie wants to support the relief for those Australian wildfires. So they've made this t-shirt, which is a very beautiful t-shirt, you know, like a Traveler, the ship of the original ship in Destiny 2, the Australian outback with kangaroos, very nice design, and all of the profits and proceeds will go to the Wires and NSW Rural Fire Service to help the cause, and if you buy the shirt, you'll be able to get this exclusive emblem in-game. So you get to support a nice cause, you also get to help out, and you also get some cool emblems and a really nice shirt. And I can't believe this shirt probably sells for like 25 bucks. Oh yeah, look, I nailed it, 25 bucks. Moving on to the patch notes preview section. Apparently there was a hotfix that was released today that fixed a bunch of different issues on top of a hotfix or a patch 271 that's gonna be coming out very soon. So let's go ahead and take a look at the hotfix and I'll come right back. So let's go ahead and take a look what they fixed in hotfix 2702. They fixed the issue with the Wish Ender doing too much damage, the issue with the Fusion Rifle Scavenger and Linear Fusion Rifle Scavenger mod, causing you to get extra amount of ammo, and of course the Telesto also got an issue with the Heavy-Handed Obelisk mod that would give an extra special ammo, which is, you know, not surprising. It's the Telesto. For some reason that thing breaks every single DLC. They also fixed the issue with the EDZ Obelisk not being able to be accessed. Apparently there was an issue with Sundial that would reward currency twice to the player, which is not a problem for me. You know, it was double experience Dawning bounties, double rewards Sundial bounties. They finally removed that Eververse waypoint. They basically just entirely disabled it because it was just being annoying. They fixed the issue with the Season 9 starter bundle not appearing if you own the previous season bundle, which I did not see since I have owned the previous season bundle, and it apparently did not experience this glitch. They fixed some issues with some bounties as well. The Gunsmith weekly destination will now rotate weekly instead of daily, and then finally the same thing with Crucible daily bounties will now rotate daily, except for it was the opposite issue. Instead of the weekly rotating daily, it was a daily is rotating weekly, which is a really funny thing to happen. You know what I just noticed right here at the bottom of the Bungie.net page? There's a little button here that says, "Do not sell my personal information," and I've got to know what this is. Well, I mean, that's what I thought it would be, but like, it's just funny that there's a button down here. Moving back over to the TWAB with the patch notes preview for 2.7.1, which is supposedly going to release soon, hopefully next Tuesday. Many of these things honestly feel like quality of life updates rather than fixes. So apparently in the roster, there's going to be some empty fireteam slots. You can actually go directly to your roster just by clicking on those. Also, something which I really liked is when an activity is selected, you can then navigate left to right to quest or roster respectively, and then go back to that activity without it being deselected, which is something I really do like. They fixed Breakneck to have a higher damage per second with Rampage ×1 and ×2. This is something that I've noticed for a very long time. ×1 and 2 really don't feel good at all, but ×3 is absolutely tears it up. And of course, they fixed some screen shake issues with Hardlight. They're also going to be changing several class item mods. Will now give you diminishing returns when you use multiple copies. Things like Perpetuation, Innervation, Invigoration, Installation, Absolution. Basically, people getting a full super just by throwing down one of their rifts. I'm looking at you, community. And finally, there was an issue with Grenade Launcher Scavenger giving special ammo to special ammo grenade launchers when you pick up primary ammo bricks, which primary ammo, if I've checked last, is not special ammo. Moving on to the Dr. Bungie section, which is headed off by this blue section at the top. We're going to be talking about some hot fixes, updates, known issues, and all that whatnot. First section is about the hot fix, which is something that we read in depth, so we're going to be skipping that section. There was also an issue with these solar subclass emotes. Apparently they were being sold for 800 silver incorrectly. They should have been sold for 500 silver, and they're going to be reaching out to the affected players who got the incorrect price. Apparently, Armor 2.0 Transcendent Blessing mods are not appearing in players' inventories. Apparently, transitioning between areas in the Pit of Heresy dungeon may result in an unintentional character death, but this will not prevent you from getting your flawless runs, which is very nice for me. I've been recently going for my solo flawless. And lastly, the Sundial Fractaline Extractor 3 obtained on the Nessus Obelisk incorrectly says you get more Fractaline from strikes. It should be more Fractaline from Sundial and Menagerie. And that's pretty much it. That's going to be the end of it. Movies of the week, which I found to be a really nice one, was about basically role-playing Boba Fett in the Crucible with the way your armor looks, with the weapon loadouts you have, and it's really nice. He has a whole blaster thing. He has one of those long sniper blasters. He has like the explosions of the 1,000 voices. I think it's a really funny scenario. But that's gonna be pretty much it. There is an Easter egg right here, the little period here. If Cosmo's writing the This Week at Bungie, he always adds in a cute cat photo. I don't know why. I appreciate it. Obviously, him and I have a lot of these same ideas when it comes to entertainment. We like putting cute animals in our content. But that's it. Hope you guys did enjoy. My name's been Dychronic, and I will see you guys in the next one.